#1 in the Ozarks. This is KY3's Ozarks Today.
That's going to take a few months to get back. That Branson will come back.
Cleaning up debris from 4 tornadoes in the Ozarks, how home and business owners are getting started on the road to recovery. Good morning. You're watching Ozarks Today. It's Thursday, March 1st. I'm Paul Adler. A school closing update right off the top here. Buffalo schools are closed today. Meantime, my co-anchor Maria Nider is live this morning in Branson. And Maria, you're checking out the crews getting back to work on that cleanup.
Yes, we actually just moved, Paul, from the landing up to Business 76 here, and I'm standing in front of what was one of the racetracks up here. We're right across from track 4, and right here next to me is one of the mangled carts under here. You can see the steering wheel, the wheels up here, and behind me there's another buggy. And I want to show you, Dustin, if you wouldn't mind panning over to the miniature golf course, you can see one of the planes on the top just torn apart. Actually, I don't even know if it was actually sitting up there before. It may have been down below, but thrown on top there now. And we're really getting a better idea now as we walk along the strip, the power of this EF2 tornado. That would mean winds between 120 to 135 miles per hour. I'm going to walk along here so you can see. This is the second racetrack here, and Brandon Beck is out here with me to talk about the path. We know this was 22 miles. We know at the widest parts, 400 yards wide. And Brandon, it looks like as we drove down this morning, down 76, that you could see exactly where the tornado either lifted up or changed direction before coming right back onto Country Music Boulevard.
Sure, and part of that is that, you know, the Highway 76 kind of curves a little bit here and there,
Right.
but yeah, it didn't lift for very long if it did, and they're calling it a 22-mile track that's pretty steady. But you just look at, I mean, I've never ceased to be amazed by the power of this. I mean, this is what looks like was probably ceiling joists, and they just got ripped out. I mean, they had hangers and bunches of big, long nails. It just rips it apart. We've got plumbing everywhere, just all sorts of different things. And this is one of the spots that's fairly heavily damaged, and then you go down a little bit, things seem fine for a while.
Which we've seen in the past with tornado.
And then you come to another spot where it's completely obliterated again. So top end speed was about 130 miles, they're estimating based on the damage, and that puts it at an EF2. So lots of cleanup to do, but as we've heard, they're going to do it and get the place open by tourist season here. Actually starts this next month. So
yes, and you can see
quick.
The Blue Bayou Motor Inn behind us, Paul, where the roof is just collapsed in the middle there. You can see the railings twisted. And Brandon, as the crews get out here and start doing more of this cleanup, we were saying this is going to take months to clean all of this up. What kind of weather are they going to be dealing with today? It's frigid out here this morning.
It is. It's warmer up here than it was down at the landing,
yeah,
though.
It is. I noticed that.
It's improved a bit, but today's actually going to be very nice. Temps are going to be up there around 70 degrees. Right now, Branson's airport's 41 last check, and we've got some 30s out there. Not much of a wind chill yet, and I say yet because that wind is going to pick up later today. We're probably going to be dealing with some gusts up around 30 or even 35 miles an hour late, but it will feel kind of like spring today. Lots of sunshine, high temps either side of 70, most of us at or just above 70, I think. And another cold front late tomorrow, or early tomorrow. Late tonight, we could actually see another round of severe weather, but I will say right off the bat, there does not look to be any kind of tornado threat with this. It's hail with some of the storms late tonight. We'll talk details in our full weather forecast coming up in just a bit.
All right, thank you very much, Brandon. I'm going to walk back over here, Dustin, to show people real quick another scope of the damage here from the Blue Bayou Motor Inn. We're looking again at the racetrack here, the miniature golf course, and we're right by track 4. One of the businesses heavily damaged, or several here heavily damaged. And I'm noticing at the Andes across the way, they have on their marquee, "We are open." And I want to remind people, if you have plans here to vacation here or visit, call ahead, because there are hotels, businesses, theaters that are still open. Many, and we will post the list for you at ky3.com, are closed for repairs, but call ahead. It doesn't doesn't necessarily mean you can't come and visit. As Brandon mentioned here, the people in Branson are determined and have lots of spirit to get things cleaned up and back in business again. And Branson schools are open today. We should tell you that. I did talk to Branson police. The curfew remains in effect, about to be lifted as day breaks here, and I am happy to report there were no incidents of looting overnight. Paul.
All right, Maria Nider and Brandon Beck reporting live in Branson this morning. Another EF2 tornado hit in Dallas County. It took the life of a mother. 42-year-old Angela Jenkins was killed when the twister, with winds up to 120 miles per hour, hit the mobile home park. 13 others were injured in that community. Empire District Electric crews are working to restore power to the area. Between Buffalo and Branson, the utility still has more than 5,000 people without power. Buffalo schools are now closed. They have decided to close because 2 of the schools in that district do not have power. We'll tell you more about that throughout the morning. The tornado that did damage in Branson started near Kimberling City. The Kimberling Inn Resort was full of anglers preparing for a large fishing tournament. 4 people were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. No fatalities have been reported. Officials say about 60 homes were damaged by storms in that area. Governor Nixon will tour storm-damaged areas again today. He'll meet with city leaders in Buffalo around 10 o'clock this morning, then travel to Puxico this afternoon, where another person died. He'll also look at the damage north of Cassville. He's declared a state of emergency.